what she's like.
Web Design Ninja is your one-stop shop for all things internet. Our dedicated team has been building internet solutions for businesses large and small since 1993. We specialize in creating eye-catching designs, search engine optimization, complex e-commerce, and custom app integration. Whether you need a simple website or a complex e-commerce or phone app, our team of experts is here for you. Give us a call.
It could be a fiery flame into the ground. You
It's going to be a fun show. So anyway, hey, good day. This is Captain Teo, and
Howard, the unknown drummer here,
and I'm the unknown mayor, and we want to thank everybody for joining us here in
beautiful, stunning
North Ruskin, because we're in Waterset. It's not actually Apollo
South
Beach.
Shore.
South Shore.
We are your hosts for this evening of mayhem and information and mayhem. We have some guests with us tonight.
But before we get into that, we just need to cover the ground rules here. This is entertainment purposes only. This is our disclaimer, disclosure, whatever. If you don't like what we say, don't blame us.
Please don't.
Don't blame the people that we mention on the show, because we have a lot of businesses that we like to support. They, shout out to us. We don't take any money for this. We don't take free product, etc.
No,
this is 100% upfront. But the opinions are the opinions of our guests and ourselves.
And we
they may not align. They could be totally separate. So we ask you that, if you fuck around and find out, that's on you. That's not on us.
These are not the opinions of the sponsors, friends of the show, neighbors, our state governor, our president. These are our opinions, and we stand by our opinions. And if you have a problem, feel free to reach out. But we're going to be considerate, because we always are considerate.
Yeah, we are.
Without a doubt.
We'll disagree.
And we have, everyone's got a point of view like a butt. And on top of it, we have with us tonight two guests that are going to hang with us all night long for a little business and then a little, what would you say? A little laughter and fun?
Yeah, a little laughter and fun.
Well, my friend Taylor here, my friend Andrew, and they're here with.
It's on the shirt.
Real Tampa Bay Media.
Real Tampa Bay Media is in the house today. And Taylor actually has done some work for me. That's my disclaimer. And so I can actually attest that his work is terrific. And you're more than welcome to see his work at South Shore Cleaning supply on our webpage, or go look at we spotlight his video that he shoots for us all the time. We have to mix it up now and then because I've lost a little weight since then. And then we have Captain Teo tonight, who is the mayor of the town, and this is South Shore. And he any questions, he's like the rule book that we have that you can like bounce off, and if you need to, he usually has seen it happen here before.
It was funny. I was running an errand and actually going to pick my wife up at the airport, and I'm like, this is so weird because 41 was blocked off because they're building another warehouse across from the Home Depot warehouse.
Nice.
Which means they'll probably put another light up. And then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, when I was here, there wasn't a light at Apollo Beach Boulevard. It was a stop sign. And they were just installing a light at 19th when they were building that McDonald's, right? So there wasn't even a light there. So like
practically dirt roads.
If you left Apollo Beach, you could go to Shell Point, I think was a 4-way stop. So you could go all the way to College Avenue before you hit a stoplight.
Damn.
And then there was like one down like by the port somewhere. So it was like 3 stoplights. You could leave my house and go to the Skyway Bridge, and there were like 3 lights.
Well, look where you moved from too.
And now there's like a gazillion lights everywhere and potholes. By the way, if you're going back by the Tico Manatee Center, there's that big crater that's about the size of a VW bug.
Really?
That they patched 2 weeks ago. It's back.
It's back.
It didn't last.
What's it? Apollo Beach is a small drinking village with a big drinking problem, as you say it.
Yeah, drinking village with a boating problem.
But it also has a huge pothole problem too.
Dude, it's getting bad.
Waterset Boulevard literally was built, like 10, 12 years ago. It's like Manhattan, dude.
Yeah.
It is horrible driving down that street.
They blame it on the trucks, right?
Well, when they first came in, they overloaded with the trucks. They didn't give it time to settle.
And you guys both live in Waterset.
Yes.
Yeah, we're both local to Waterset.
Now, how long have you guys lived in Florida?
I moved here in 1999.
Okay.
I grew up in the Brandon area, went to Brandon High School, did all that, went back and taught at Brandon High School for like
when I
10
met you, you
years.
were a
Oh,
teacher,
wow.
dude. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm not a native to,
But you're
But you're a
almost,
townie.
yeah.
You're a townie.
I've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
I've been here for a long time.
How about you, Ann?
15 years.
Yeah, where were you before that?
Cincinnati.
Yeah, go Bucks. So,
See, when I say go Bucks, it's with a K. Buckeyes.
that's all-star jersey right there. Sorry.
Okay.
Go Bucks. So,
Purdue.
he's
I
a
couldn't
Purdue
tell
guy.
you were a Buccaneers fan with all that.
Stop.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Who's
You are a
his team?
Chiefs fan.
I would bump into Taylor at,
Oh, yeah.
at the craziest games. I'd
Oh,
look
yeah.
over, but he'd be like, "What's up? We're
My,
losing."
That's right. My father-in-law was a huge Patriots fan, so he bought season tickets immediately when Brady came to town.
Oh hell yeah!
And they were like 15 rows up from this
Oh,
guy.
okay.
So every
Like mine
home
are.
game for like 2 years.
Hell yeah! It's a great time of year.
It was awesome.
It
was a good time.
And that's what's nice about Bucks fans. Actually, the Bucks fans were rated the most loyal fans in the NFL. That came out the other day by Guinness
believe
Book
it.
of World Records. Our fan base is just,
do you
through
measure
thick or
that?
thin, thin attendance and just like overall, kind of like the VIX. When how
I'm
do they
surprised
average
it's
the
not the
VIX?
Green Bay. Have you seen like the
Or the
people
Browns.
at the
Yeah, the
Fudge
Browns
Packer
fans are-
Stadium? I mean the Green Bay Packer Stadium.
Yeah.
So
So
we do
go
the most
Bucks on that
surveys.
one.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say I thought it would be the Browns fans.
Yeah,
but
Browns
maybe they're
are-
just
No,
most
no,
delusional.
the other
Loyal
the
to a
most
fault.
depressed fan.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Indiana
Okay.
and
What part?
Fort Wayne.
Okay.
So Boilermaker, and then my mom's father, he was football was whatever, but realistically he was torn between the Reds and the Cubs. So growing up, we always went to the 2 different baseball games. And so he would root for the Bears or the Bengals. But then my father's from outside of Cleveland. So always the Browns,
Mhm.
diehard Browns. And growing up, the Browns sucked.
They
Yeah,
still do.
Yeah.
And they still do. But
Hate to break it.
but if you go back, the Browns had won a ton of championships.
Yeah, in the 40s, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah, before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Before the Super Bowl
Dude,
existed.
Everybody else
Before
learned
plastic.
football.
Well, it was all those steel mill guys, man. I mean, they were, it was like the Purdue Boilermakers were big in the
Yeah.
turn of the century, previous century. Same thing, they worked on those trains. So
Yeah, that's what we always say about Michigan fans because they all claim the winningest program in history. Like, well, half your wins were before the rest of the country figured out football.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and see, Purdue, we sucked at most of that stuff, but we graduated more than everybody else
Yeah.
with like real degrees. We didn't have like underwater basket weaving.
Yeah.
So talking of which, tell me about your business, the underwater basket weaving business, boys.
Yeah.
yeah, well, we started the basket weaving above water
Okay.
for the first couple of years, but then
The-
gradually started getting more and more
More
depth.
closer to the water.
Yeah, and now we're 6-8 feet under,
Oh, no way.
weaving all the time.
So you have drones and submarines?
Yes,
Yes.
that's actually
Brilliant.
a good idea. We do have cameras that work underwater, but don't get much use out of them. So, but anyway, Real Tampa Bay was born from really a collaboration between Taylor and I. I had a freelance business building websites. Taylor had a freelance business doing video and video editing, and a lot of my clients were asking me if I did video, and his clients were asking if he builds websites, and so we put
There
a
you
package
go.
together and created a little digital marketing business freelance, and that did okay. We made money doing it, but we knew that it wasn't really scalable, sustainable. There was a lot of variety in the type of clients we had, so it was really hard to get systems and workflows that matter to me. I'm a systems guy, and so we wanted to niche into an industry that we enjoyed, and so
Were you working full time beforehand? Okay.
Yeah.
And you were working as a teacher as well.
Yeah, I had left teaching and started doing video work, video production, and then I was working for a local broker.
Doing some freelance stuff too as well.
Yeah.
Yes, doing some real estate stuff.
yeah, and so real estate just kind of
We kind of fell into it.
happened to us, and so we started a real estate media company doing listing photography and videography. We're specializing in videography because we feel like that's the future.
Oh, why
And
wouldn't it
so and so we're trying to tap into that, bring something new to the industry in the area, and see where it takes us. So on top of that, we're also trying to build our own brand and do some cool stuff. Taylor's a dreamer when it comes to the
Yeah, I have big visions, maybe to a fault, and maybe a little shiny object syndrome, but
be? Okay.
I think it's led me to here, which is a good thing. So I'm not going to stop chasing it. And, kudos to the systems guy to keeping me in line and in place. I describe our relationship to a lot of people now as the yin and yang.
I was gonna say who's yin and who's yang. You're definitely yang, dude.
Yeah.
which
don't-
one's better?
Yeah, which one's better? I'll be
take
that
that
one.
So
It depends on how you look at the shape.
and that's tough, because I'm a software engineer,
Yeah.
and so
Obviously,
we have a
We're
web.
talking to that guy,
Yeah,
man.
so we have a web company,
What's up, yang?
and over 10,000 customers, and it's the hardest thing is duplicating everything, and putting that stuff
Tough.
in, and then like I have my fundraising business,
Yeah.
and we take, and if somebody asks a question 3 times,
Right.
we're like, okay, how do we build a process
Right.
so that we don't get the question anymore?
Yeah.
The sad thing is we design out most of our customer service team because we'd have on a raffle site, we get 9 calls a day
Yeah.
on setting up the site per customer. And now we get 1 call a week for all of our customers combined.
Yeah, that's a good
And
system.
it's a good system, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like, hey, the phone's not ringing, but you're
Right.
looking going, okay, we're making money. So it's all right.
Right. Yeah,
So,
that's-
but it's
kudos to
good.
that
It's
guy.
good to have somebody that understands that with the dreaming aspect.
Yeah. I'm getting there.
Yeah, I come from the corporate environment where we build apps,
Okay.
workflow apps. So my entire career has been taking inefficient processes and using technology to make them efficient. And so while I don't enjoy the corporate environment, I'm able to take some of those skills and the mindset with me into this because Lord knows he won't.
Yep.
So
We're
yeah,
getting there.
we
We're
actually
getting
were
there.
joking around via text last week. I said, all right, so you're now the chief development officer, and I'm the chief of operations.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And I agreed too. I said, listen, at some point, like us both trying to do 100% of everything is gonna backfire. So
Well, and then
Yeah.
you guys have to figure out which one's the HMFIC.
The
Head mother in charge.
something in charge, head
Head
motherfucker in charge.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I just said that, guys. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
You're-
I had to-
Because that's on my
I had to figure it out.
business card, and I didn't actually put it there, but my employees do, and my employees, this summer I was gone for quite a bit, and then we had a memorial and stuff like that. So I laughed because my employees were interacting more with my developers were interacting. We have a big project that is going live right now, and so I don't often let my developers talk to my customers, and
Smart.
which you can understand that.
Yeah.
Because the first thing they do is, well, that's freaking stupid. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
Wrong answer. Okay.
Yeah, you need to talk to that screen in
What
front of you.
what they want to do is this. They're going to pay us to do that, so just don't go
Yeah.
back with that. But they all crack up and they're like, "Man, they all call you boss." And I'm like, "They started that as all my employees do that. Hey boss, hey boss." And I'm like, "Whatever." So then when I had business cards made, my right-hand man, she's like,
Solid.
"Put the HMFIC on there." And I'm like,
Nice.
she goes, "Well, you always give out our cards, like my customer service and my fundraising coach." I'm like, pass out Heather's card. I'm not
Business cards, huh?
gonna.
that's an interesting topic. We've had many conversations about business cards.
But as
What,
far
you don't
as
want to give them out?
This guy's
you
this
want a
guy's trying
dot?
to live in the
Just
future,
you-
and not even just here's my Instagram handle.
Listen, I connect
Oh,
with them
okay.
immediately.
So here's
And
my
and
deal.
I bought 1,000 of them like the second we went
Bam.
live with our company.
Vista Print makes a lot
I
of
can't
dough
tell
on
you
every
how many
company.
people
opening
ask
up.
me for one.
So I'm going to tell you, as
Yeah.
somebody that
he's winning right now.
I'm terrible because I don't carry them. I rarely carry them, but my wife will have them. And I also, back when I had my marine business, I did not want the logo shirt stuff, right? I wore shorts and Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
And I had to crack up because we were sponsoring some fishing tournaments, and some of the boat captains that we had at the time were like, "Oh, we got to have all these shirts, and we got to have all these shirts," right? So my wife's like, "Oh, I'm going to order you a couple," and so she put Captain Teo on there, and the fishing guys were like, "You can't have Captain, you're not a captain," and I'm like, "Oh, hang on, here's my 100-ton master's license with an unlimited endorsement. You have a what, 6-pack?" But the first
I don't even
time,
know what that means, but it sounds
oh,
cool.
it's like so,
Impressive as fuck, dude.
so my license is up here
Okay.
and their license is
It sounds like a lot of tons.
here.
So,
Yeah.
Tons of
So
fun,
like
dude.
I can drive a freighter,
okay.
and they can take 6 people fishing,
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but it was funny. Just so I was wearing that shirt. I had just gotten them, and we were meeting her parents for dinner, and some guy stopped me in the bar, and my wife's like, "Okay, our table's ready," and my father-in-law's like, "Let him work, let him work, let him work." And so I'm like 45 minutes later getting to the table, and my wife is ready to kill me, and my father-in-law goes, "So, did you close the deal?" I'm like, "Yep, $78,000."
The shirt.
So now almost everywhere I wear a shirt. Now I was like crashed out today. We got a product release at midnight, so it's like I just grabbed a t-shirt. But normally the logos, you got to wear the logos
Once
because
again,
people
I was
ask
gonna
us.
ask you guys,
Yeah.
now that you've graduated the underwater basket weaving, why don't you tell everybody what you really do?
Yeah, let's hear about the
blood and
nature of the
guts
business.
the guts of your business. What do you provide to people?
So our service business is real estate listing photography and videography. We're a full scale. We do everything you could possibly do to market your listing.
Okay, so are you doing the IDX websites as well?
Yeah. So
Okay.
So part of the package that you buy includes a property website that you can customize. It includes a marketing kit where you can create, everything from a postcard to a flyer as well, using all the images and media that we've created.
Okay.
And if they wanted to, they go instantly right to get them printed right there, mailed to their house. Just click, boom.
Yeah, as far as the printing goes, I mean, it'll give you a digital file, so you just take that and
There you
do with
go.
it what you will. But
Are you doing email templates and stuff as well, like for Constant Contact or Mailchimp
so it doesn't directly connect to it, but you can create the template in the marketing kit. Yeah.
Okay. is the marketing kit? Are you providing samples of the text and stuff?
So I think
Or-
it gives you samples and options to work
Okay.
from, but it's fully customizable. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
One-stop shop is our goal, is to make agents' lives easier.
Yep.
And sell the home faster, so they make more money, and then their clients are satisfied and happy.
Yep.
Because the more that it looks like the agent is doing, the better.
The better it perceives.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
It's all about perception.
Well,
Yeah.
another thing too is you can. It's weird. You can spot AI's work compared to like me doing desktop publishing, without a doubt.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Everything just has that kind of like Burger King creepy guy king look to it. It has that
Yeah.
glazed, kind of shinier, fake
Yeah.
appearance rather than an
Yeah, it's
actual.
obvious.
It's
Yeah.
obvious. So you want to dumb that down a little bit nowadays, because people don't want to feel it's all AI. You still
Yeah.
have to have a personal connection.
Yeah, you want authenticity for sure.
That's a good word.
so obvious.
Honesty. We talk about that every
Yeah.
week
Yeah.
about honest reviews.
You know what's funny?
Haha, funny go.
So I come from like the production. I really value cinematography, higher end video,
You came to the wrong place, dude.
and
The
and
fuck?
hold on.
Are you gonna review me on Google for this? No.
Yeah.
I love this, by the way.
Thanks, man.
The TikTokification, I'll call it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Where the iPhone has just become an extension of you, has really highlighted that word authenticity, and agents, brokers, developers, all of them. It's almost now shooting you in the foot to be overly produced,
Yep.
because it feels like an ad.
Right.
And that's what people have been conditioned and trained. So I'm hoping that it swings back, right? The pendulum
Right.
always swings back, right? And so we got so used to and so accustomed to iPhone video that I'm hoping with what we're doing and the services that we're providing, that we can stand out now to really help showcase not only the craft, but the homes, the agents, and a branding kit, to say the least. So most of the agents that do videos with us, the videos with agents on camera are really to brand the agent.
Agent.
Yep.
And you know, this word kind of gets tossed around a lot, but growing a personal brand in the age and in the era of AI, I think I'm of the thesis that is one of the most important things you could be
Thesis.
doing.
Yeah.
Spoken like an educator.
And so, well, I taught math. So
Thesis. Yeah, but you had to get-
excuse my English.
And brand.
Excuse my English.
So, you know, we're really trying to focus on, you know, helping agents establish themselves as a brand more
Yeah.
so than just a house.
Yeah, our
And-
motto is elevating your brand every
Right.
listing every time.
Right.
That's what we try.
And it's crazy. I think people think that they can just go on AI and
Yeah.
build a website and write letters and everything else. And the thing we run into with AI, so I wrote the software that powers the majority of these raffles worldwide. And I have features that only we have because everybody else uses some of my original software 10, 12 years ago to generate the tickets. And I crack up because AI will come back and quote stuff and attribute to my competitors, which but it's clearly my work and my phraseology and everything. And you're just like, okay, if you know, the problem with AI is if it doesn't know, it just makes something up.
Confidently inaccurate is what
Yeah,
I
exactly.
Well, I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys have upgraded to the new Alexa, but she's like a jabberjaw, man. She's just throwing her 2 cents in about everything.
Oh, I'm
She's
done
just
with
going
that.
on. I mean, we did the upgrade, and she thinks a little longer, and then she just starts pontificating. It's like, just cut to the chase, lady.
Yeah.
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 Give her
Yeah.
a try.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
like, ask her a question, and she just like goes on a tangent. It's like, lady, just stop and tell me my answer.
Yeah, I use Grok primarily, and
Okay.
We lost Gronk 2 years ago. It sucked.
and I've had to tell it multiple times. Like, I don't need a preamble. Just answer my question.
Yeah, just cut
Give
to
me
the
one
chase.
sentence.
Yeah.
I actually told my Alexas to talk faster because I had them speed it up. And she thought I was crazy. She came home one day and she asked Alexa, "Is there something wrong?" I said, "No, I told it to speed it up. I don't need." It's 10:45 p.m. I went, "It's 10:45." That's what I
You
need.
need to play it 2x.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's go.
2x.
My attention's not good enough.
Oh,
No.
man.
I'm
Speaking of
already,
that,
I'm already halfway through the room, right?
So my wife
And Lexa.
watches like TikTok or whatever social media app she likes on the 2x speed.
Oh, my wife is
So-
on the podcast. Oh, it
so
drives
I'll-
me nuts.
I'll like overhear what she's watching, and I go, "You understand that?" Oh yeah.
She grew up
And-
on Alvin
And
Chipmunk.
now I'm thinking that eventually she's gonna I'm gonna just be trying to tell her a story in this cadence, and she's gonna be like, "Get to it," because I can't.
Joanne, does that not happen on a regular basis with my wife? It does.
Yeah, mine
Because
too.
she listens to these podcasts on like the murder mystery. You know,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
into all this stuff, and it's
My wife does
super
that with
fast.
audiobooks too. I'm like,
yeah.
you know what's going on?
How can you understand that? And she's now to the point where it's like, yeah, I only understand it when it's this fast now.
Yeah.
Oh,
got-
no.
Well, we're going
You
to take
gotta
a break
speak
right now,
slow.
guys. Throw in some commercials and thank some people for supporting us. And we're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit more about your business, and then we're going to have a few topics to have you chime in on. All right,
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Cool.
go Bucks.
The Web Design Ninja is your one-stop shop for all things internet. Our dedicated team has been building internet solutions for businesses large and small since 1993. We specialize in creating eye-catching designs, search engine optimization, complex e-commerce, and custom app integration. Whether you need a simple website or a complex e-commerce or phone app, our team of experts is here for you. Give us a call today. We're here to help.
Yeah.
Everybody, this is Howard from South Shore Live, and we've got these fantastic shirts available at the Co-op at Apollo Beach. My slogan, good morning, don't be a shitty person, along with a fantastic logo in the back. We've got 5 or 6 different types, all different colors, and we're keeping it simple. Buy them at the local Co-op, and messages will tell you how to get them. Thanks, everyone. Good morning, don't be a shitty person.
Yeah. No.
Did you know that?
So I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not homeless, right?
Did you know that South Shore Cleaning and Supply is locally owned and operated for over 5 years? Oh, there's Howard the owner. Everyone say hi to Howard. You also might have seen one of their vehicles around town. They offer a variety of cleaning services from carpets to tile and grout, laminate and wood floorings, as well as pet remediation and much more. Call today for a free estimate at 8133642185.
MF Barbecue. Tasty, juicy, delicious. Ribs, brisket, and pork. Slow smoked overnight to be done fresh for you Thursdays to Sundays, right here in the South Shore area. Based out of Riverview, we are most often located at the Shell gas station at the corner of McMullen and Boyette Road. But since we are a food truck, we're mobile. Catch us at places like Flooring Master, Peter Ford, or Cigars on the Boulevard. Or even have us cater your next big event, from a graduation party to a birthday, or really just for the hell of it. Come hang out and try a special for the week, such as brisket chili or Texas Twinkies, and maybe even meet a special guest. Find us on Facebook and Google.
South Shore, where the sun shines, golf carts roam, and accidents happen. But your roof, that should be the least of your worries. Steadfast Roofing brings you the best roofing systems, providing you protection even against the toughest storms. For a roof that stands strong through anything, choose Steadfast. Get the protection you deserve. Call now for your free inspection.
And hey, we're back in beautiful South Shore Apollo Beach area here, a little south of Tampa, where it's usually 85 degrees, sunny and beautiful out.
We had a record high this weekend. I saw it was 95, and
It
that
was
was
nice.
that was
All I
the
know is I was
record.
sweating.
That was the record high. Yeah, I was like working on the yard
I had a
stuff.
buddy-
This is my buddy Eric. This is my liberal friend who's nuts.
I had a buddy that went to the Eagles game, Bucks Eagles game.
He lost 9 pounds.
And yeah, he sent me a photo of it. He's like, I missed some sunscreen. Apparently, it was hot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a tough game. You know, I rarely walk away from games, but that one I figured I didn't use my pool much this year. I used it that day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was hot. It was cool though.
Yeah.
So I have Andrew with us tonight. I've got Captain Teo, myself, Howard the Unknown Drummer, beautiful Joanne Duran behind the console here, making everything work. And she is JD Coaching and also Tampa Bay Sports Entertainment Magazine. She can be reached personally, or you can message her now. And we are live here on YouTube. We would kindly ask you to subscribe or at least like our show. Tell a friend. It costs nothing. You know, it's not like I'm preaching here saying $9.99 a month we're going to feed a kid. Not going to
Yep.
happen. Right?
Not feeding
Nope.
anybody.
I'm not feeding anyone for
Didn't even
$10
feed
a
me.
month.
Nope.
And not even in China.
Nope.
You know, it is a lot of rice. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie, $10 of
So
rice.
so hey, I do want to give a shout out to
Go
Amanda
right ahead.
at China Walk. Picked up dinner tonight.
That was terrific tonight.
and excellent Chinese. And
Yeah,
you know,
hit the
they
spot.
were well, when we moved here, the only Chinese restaurant was the Golden Booty, which then became where Shenanigans was, you know, the
That went down in flames.
flame.
Yeah,
And,
while on
um,
vacation, I was.
But
I was
they were
booked
here
there.
20 years ago. They've been here for over 20 years now. Amanda and Rick at they're at China Walk there on Apollo Beach Boulevard. And it's so great because I can just call and they go, "Hi, Teo." And normally they just play, "Oh, you want this, this, this." And I'm like, "Well, nope, because I'm taking dinner to Howard.
Switching
and
it up.
That, so we're doing different." They're like, "Oh, okay." Let me
No
get a pen."
seafood. It was great. It was fresh. It was delicious.
Yep.
And
Now I want Chinese food.
Yeah.
there's some downstairs. You're welcome to have some. It's,
Yep.
it's all Teo's. You're welcome to have.
Yeah, it is.
So, you know, this is the time of the show that we're going to finish off with these guys and let them explain what they can do for you. And if you happen to be in the business, or if you know anyone in the business that you could throw them some business, I can tell you right now, I had his product earlier in South Shore Cleaning Supply. He did a phenomenal video for us. I can tell you honestly from my own review that if you have any issues, he was spot on and made it.
So you're
right.
focused. So going back to that, and we're chatting a little bit at the break. So I'll probably put you a little bit on the spot.
No, you're good.
Dun,
So
dun,
so
dun.
the main focus is real estate,
Yes.
but at the same time, you got to eat.
Yes.
So if people out there are looking to do an ad and, you know, video their showcase or
Yes.
their restaurant or their bar
Yes.
and do that, you guys are up for that and to help out the community, et cetera, right?
That's again, we're going back to dreamer and systems guy. Yes, my goal, I love what you guys are doing here, giving back to the community, supporting. My goal and dream is to do the same in whatever capacity that my skill set will allow, that Andrew's skill set will allow. Obviously, I would prefer and love to stay focused on South Shore first.
Yep.
But I'm not opposed. I did a lot of work out in Madeira Beach.
Madeira.
Grew to love that beach.
It's
community.
nice.
And a radius all around there. So we just went up to, was it like New Tampa, Carrollwood area, and did some work for a buddy out there at his bar. And so video is king. Content everybody wants, needs.
And it should be, it's funny when we were looking at it, we lost our house, so we had to rebuild.
Mhm.
And like I take my my granite people that did my countertops
Mhm.
and most expensive thing in my house.
Right?
Yep. But man, you know what? My wife wanted them, and I was like, they're going to be bold and make a statement, and I don't care. But like Ybor City Granite, they do a great job at showcasing their work, but it's with the iPhone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, this would be so much better because like the colors in my kitchen don't pop with an iPhone.
Yeah.
It doesn't. And I bought, I'm out on my boat doing sunsets and stuff. So, I had to buy the Pro with the, 3 camera things or whatever.
Of course you did.
And I have no clue how all this stuff works. But I look at that business right there and having a professional video because they are more expensive than the others, but the media that they have doesn't show that they're there.
well, here's the deal.
And as a business owner, that is worth a lot.
Sure. Absolutely.
You got to remember, everything you purchase now does not come with an instruction manual. So
Right.
I'm absolutely sure that if they put you in a room for 30 days with that iPhone 17, you will come out like Martin Scorsese, because you will be sitting there opening every functioning, resetting the phone, and making sure that everything's right. You'll come out there and be the most magnificent things in the world. When you buy a watch,
if you
don't
have the
even get.
time, if you have the time to
Exactly.
do it, I don't have the time, man. I'm
Right,
like
yeah.
point and click. It's PhD.
There's-
But
Push
nothing
here,
you
dummy.
purchase comes with an instruction manual. And
No.
when it's digital or anything to do with media or electronics, they give you a QR code. It's literally the size of your fingernail. They won't even give you a real size QR code. That things have gotten so cheap.
I bought a electric razor, because I was traveling, and I forgot, because I'm like a last minute packer, right? You know, I'm leaving for the airport at 5 a.m. and I get up at 4:30 and jump in the shower and I threw stuff in a bag. My wife had started packing 2 days earlier, and so I get up. I'm like, oh man, well, okay, I can order one on Amazon. It'll be here between 10 and 3. Perfect. And I'm like, okay. And it comes with a USB charger. So I'm like, oh, you can't even like charge it in a normal plug. So I'm like, well, fortunately I had that
box.
adapter, you know, to charge it up. But the same thing, the warranty is it's a QR code,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
manual is a QR code.
Why would you print anything nowadays? It's too small anyhow to read.
Yeah. Yep. It didn't come with a manual. It didn't come with anything at all. And Norelco.
And think about that. It didn't
Or
even come
Philips,
with a
one of the
plug.
two.
It came with just the cord, not even the box.
Oh, and the cord is like this long.
It's 6 inches
You
long
know?
tops. You can't even plug it into a wall without it falling.
No, it has to be on a countertop.
So you were talking about the the professional quality of a video
Right.
being so important. There's actually more to it, in my opinion, and this is something that we're trying to emphasize, is if you're on your phone and shooting yourself of your product or your service, it's facing outward, right?
Yep.
It's showing the stuff you're trying to sell. What we're trying to also do is to flip that camera around and showcase you as the business owner, you as the face of the organization that you're representing, because in our opinion, that helps sell your product. Because
Accountability.
if I know and trust and like you,
Oh.
I'm more willing to go shop at your store or go to your service than someone I don't know. And
Yep.
so we're trying to create that where your brand includes you, and a lot of business owners are reluctant to do that.
Very.
And so it's been a challenge.
Well,
but it's
because they
something
also
we're
don't want to be
trying
sued.
So, well, no, but
They
hold
just
on.
don't- yeah.
Some
No,
guys are pretty
so-
shady.
Put their
so-
head down and get the job done, you know.
So I have my web development business and I have my fundraising business. My fundraising business was always global. So even though it's my brainchild, it's a generic corporation, right?
Faceless, yeah.
My web business, it's me. I mean, I have tried for 15 years. I've been doing this since 93, right? I started building websites in 1993. And I've never been able to get over I want a Teo website. I mean, even when I try to just let my employees run with it, they're like, well, I need to talk to Teo. And they're like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, but all he's going to do is flip it over to us. I mean, I oversee it, but
Interesting.
you've nailed it on, particularly like a real estate.
Biggest purchase of your life.
You know, you want to know somebody is skilled and have the ability to to show your home properly, to sell the home at the highest dollar value. And at the same time, if you're buying a home, you want that agent to have your best interest, and they need to understand that skill set. And so from a real estate standpoint, it's 100% has to be that person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To me, it's I guess they call it like a parasocial relationship. So yes, the agent is speaking to the camera. Yes, the agent is posting online. They're doing all this stuff, and they may not get feedback. They may not get comments. They may not get likes. They may not get engagement, but the silent majority are watching.
Yep.
And they're listening and they're hearing. And that is how that relationship is formed, whether the agent gets that feedback right then or not. So then, and it goes back to brand building at that point, right? Where it's really hard to measure. It's really hard to see an ROI on your brand building and things like that. And so that's kind of been like my main focus now on like building our brand and putting our faces out there. Cause we had that same conversation. He's like, I don't really want to be on the camera. I said, I don't either.
Let me tell you
But
something.
I know it's important, right? I've seen it. I've been in the game. I've experienced it. I've worked with, you know, a really, I'll say a bigger YouTuber who puts out a lot of content, and I've done a lot of freelance work with him, and just seeing the effects of putting yourself out there on camera, building this relationship of people knowing, liking, and trusting you. Same thing when I worked with the real estate company. They were big into content, putting themselves out there for 3 years, got to see how all of that works. And I swear by it. That's kind of how this all kind of started and is coming to fruition. And I met with a business owner last week who runs a nail salon. I said, listen, like, I would love to help you, but the biggest thing I think you should do is get comfortable being in front of the camera first.
Yeah.
Before I can help you, do that first. You have to get over that. And a lot of people don't want to speak on camera. A lot of people don't want to be on camera.
Just want to do their job.
But yeah, but that's the world we live in now.
You know, it's funny. You have so Tangle Me Not, premier hair salon,
Yeah.
right? And they've been taking care of my wife for years. And then once I burned my hair 3 times, I decided to cut my hair off. Gotta love the convertible truck. By
the way, it looks great. By the way,
they do a wonderful job.
no, your truck.
Oh,
looks
my
great.
truck is looking good too.
Look, I saw that today. I was
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
check that out. It's
the
coming to
truck
life.
is like
thought-
we're like one
thought
more
you were
coat of
gonna
primer.
Holy cow.
No, but my hair too, because it's it was wild. But they do a great job. Well, we want to have Charlene, and she is a true artist, and she doesn't want to be on the camera. So we're probably going to have Paul and one of the other people.
But another thing there too, their longevity.
Yeah.
When you have an image,
And they've been here like 20 years, right? 17 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And
it take when you're on social media or you're in a community, you see a lot of companies come and go.
yep.
Sure.
And you're like, wow, this landscaping company, they're doing really great. Everyone's using them, and all of a sudden, like, they go down,
Or
And
they
then-
get bought,
or they get bought.
and then it goes in the toilet.
Where when you see somebody, like, I've made sure for whatever the 8 or 10 years that or this has been going on, this logo, like Coca-Cola, is just in people's faces.
Yeah.
This face is too beautiful for radio. So I can't put my face, and it's now the kids' business too. I used to, that was a video you shot with me, and
For sure.
and that was your vision back then.
Yeah.
And we shot all
Sell
this
Howard.
video.
Yeah,
We
Howard.
shot all this crap, and then
Yeah.
we just sat down in my I had my Buccaneers hat right behind me. I moved the Buccaneers hat. We sat there for 5 minutes. He goes, Howard, we didn't have to do anything all day.
Yeah.
We could have just shot this right here. I said, well, this was me after a day of work.
Have
Yeah.
different vision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what that that was a totally different vision of. That was the point that I was growing it to give it to my kids.
Yeah.
Then they earned it. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
But they also got it with a thank you very much. I've got some time in my life back now. But
That's the
yay!
dream, right? I would want nothing
But,
more than to pass a company down.
But it was
Same.
important to you back then, and now that longevity is carrying on. Where then someone does see my repetitiveness, and they know that I'm not getting slammed saying these guys suck. They have to be around for a reason.
Yeah.
For
Right.
6 years, and people live in this area for 2.5 years and they fly the hell out.
Yeah.
This isn't the kind of place that people
Well,
put roots down.
And
When they do, they stay a long time, but people leave.
and you know what's interesting? We Howard and you and I have talked about this the other day. Is so somebody popped up in our closed group, right? My group, my 30,000 followers, and
Yay.
they're like, "Hey, we're looking for a web designer," and
That was a little flex, wasn't it?
it
Love that.
was funny because I got a handful of people,
Yeah.
Teo, and then there's all these people recommending these 3 people.
There you go.
I don't know anybody,
And nobody's friends with them either.
and no one's friends with them in
You
the
never heard of
entire
them.
the area. We don't know any of these people. They're from like Lutz and Wesley Chapel and stuff that
Total
come into a college,
interlopers.
and it's just like it's got to be like a BNI thing or something. And because I'm like I
And
I
their
just
2 buddies say they're the best.
oh yeah, they're the
It's the
best.
same
They're the
2
best.
buddies
It's
that
the
say
same
that.
people. It's so weird the way that the branding works and everything else. So but you nailed it on the head. It's people like and trust, and you have to build
And respect.
that you got to build that reputation.
You have to respect
Sure.
their work too.
if you've done 10 websites, you can't be the best.
Right.
Now,
Yeah, I mean, I hired people in my corporate career for 10 plus years, hired probably 50 or 60 people, and all the questions you ask, it's all about 3 real questions you're trying to get answered. Can you do the work? Do I like you? And can I trust you? That's it. It might get asked 50 different ways, but those are the 3 things you're trying to accomplish before you hire somebody. That's the exact same thing when you're deciding to put your money down for a business, for a service you need.
And there's one word: accountability. If they do the work and they show up to work and they do what you need and they're going to show up, then they are accountable, and you're trusting them for your hard-earned dollar,
Right.
and you're giving them the dollar to pay them to do the work. Please do the work.
And it can be as simple as having content out there with your face on it, showing your credibility, so that if I recommend Taylor to somebody and that somebody Googles Taylor, his content shows up.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Unless if he's his faceless name, it's going to be some generic information from his voting record, or
I tell people all the time, Google yourself. Google
You
yourself.
own your own content on.
You ever
what
Google
you want
yourself?
them to see.
Yeah, not in a while, but yeah.
And what comes, and Google yourself. Why the hell? Why don't you look for what people, when they look for you, see what they're going to get?
And it really
that fair to
comes
say,
into
I'm big on that.
the
right
content.
Now.
Yeah.
I've been making content.
But don't go
now.
past page 3 on me. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, there was one thing I did one day that was funny as hell. Didn't go over very well.
County Jail website or something.
Well, so I laugh. I
Very
laugh
close, dude.
because there's a Leonard Teo that's like in prison for like 20 years, from like the Philippines or something.
Oh, no
And I always
shit.
crack up. I'm like, well, that's not me. And they're like, somebody at one point goes, "You're in prison." I'm like,
I think
I must have got out early.
Work release, baby.
Is this prison?
I think
Could be.
another thing that people are afraid of, obviously not you guys, but is
Censorship.
no, not that. Is to get pushback and negative comments on differing opinions. So if you go out there and you put your opinion out into the world, onto the internet, God forbid, there's going to be a lot of people that disagree with you,
All the time.
and that's probably the people you're not going to work with.
Work with,
And-
or not gonna, and
and
also not going to.
You kind of build
do
your
business.
tribe that way, right? And so
But-
it kind of separates the people in a sense. Not that you want to do that, but that's kind of ultimately what happens when you put yourself out there.
Well, and you have to be open to you. So you hit the nail on the head. Can you do the job? I see that. So I get, not so much because I haven't really been looking for web business for like the last 3 years,
Yeah,
but prior to that, because my fundraising is like 90% of the stuff. But I see people go back 3 years ago, 3 to 4 times a week, we were taking over sites from people that couldn't do the work.
Yeah.
They all they were doing was farming it to India.
Yep.
And they didn't know how to do simple, basic
Yeah.
HTML, CSS, any of that kind of stuff.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
the
we
American
see
way
that
now.
all the
Yeah.
time.
I mean, but you can get a website for $40 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hold on.
Dude,
a second.
so I don't know about you. And so you're on the real estate, and you do the apps, and we do apps and stuff, but we're our stuff is really niche.
Yeah.
But I laugh because like I have a 6-page checklist when we take a website live. It's an Excel sheet, and
It's a system, Taylor.
it is.
Yeah.
It is, and my staff hates it
Yeah.
because I'm like,
Yeah, Taylor.
how did this? We missed this. How did this happen? And they're like, well, I'm like, where's the checklist?
See,
Oh, well, I'm like, no, you got to go
See?
through, and I
Yeah.
want
But
every,
here's the
because
critical
I
point.
got 13 employees, so I'm like, different employees do different parts, and they're
Right.
like, well, that wasn't my no. You work for the company; it's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Period.
but again, though, you have skin in the game. Most people, and this is what I when I was in Europe, Taylor went to Europe recently too, and what's happening is you're going to, let's say, a Spanish restaurant. You're not getting the guy who opened the restaurant and did the restaurant. He hired 3 people to do the work for them. They kind of do what he did. You are still involved. You still have skin in the game. Where most industries now are farming it out,
Oh yeah.
or they're bringing in other people to do the work for them that they're sick of doing. and they're walking away from some of their business. And actually, one of the biggest topics online right now is buying a business from a boomer who has a dull business
Yeah.
that pays well. Why does it pay well? It's running.
Right.
Sweaty startup.
All right.
Yeah.
And that is now the new buzzword, because to buy an existing business, you have a better chance of probably the guy financing it for you just because he wants
Right.
to off the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and two, you've got a proven track record rather than starting off and failing or not even or, it's not even just failing, existing.
So
Yes.
we just finished up our
Starting on third base.
Yeah.
revising the whole succession plan, right? Because now I'm 60, I'm sick, my wife is sick. So and we don't have kids. And so we're in the process of all the legality stuff is done, but mine is all going to my employees. And people are like, well, why don't you sell that? Because you could sell that for, X million dollars. And I'm like, I could. And they would fuck it up. I mean, whoever would buy it would screw it up, and they wouldn't do it the way I would do it. At least this way, I could just hand it to my employees, still keep my pulse on it, still be a bit of that, take money from a certain period of time, and let them run with it, because most of my employees have been with me for 15, 20 years. So they know it's so great to watch how they've grown over the years.
They're already invested.
And they're
it's a payoff
invested,
for 'em,
and they're kind of like my kids. I mean, they really are my kids,
That's cool.
So,
I like that.
I want to talk about a big payoff too.
So one of the I don't know if they can.
What do you got?
One of the things you would say is like Learning Express. They took it over and they fucked it up. And the owner of that store, who sold out, made Five Below.
right.
So he learned all of his
Express is
lessons.
Going downhill, he goes and builds Five Below, and that's going back uphill. People who don't know, screw it up.
Well, I look at my,
And if you need
My-
help, ask.
my,
You've got plenty
yeah.
of people out there that'll help you. There's plenty of local businesses. Be friends with your competitors.
Yes.
You know,
We are big on that.
that's the number one mistake I think people make
Yes,
is they don't want to
Nope.
talk or work with
It's
competitors.
crazy.
And
you're dealing with the same person at the end user level. He's going to bounce off you. He's going to bounce off you.
Yep.
He's going to either take advantage of you or take advantage of him.
Yeah, we call
There-
that the abundance mindset versus
Yep.
the scarcity
there's
mindset.
stuff we don't do.
Yep.
I farm business away all the time because I don't want a pissed off customer.
Yeah, that's
Right.
exactly since day one. That's been our mantra: is we think there is plenty to go around for everybody.
Yep.
And that's how we operate.
Yeah.
I moved into this business. There was another guy who came into the hood. I was very friendly to him. And I got to tell you, he was nothing but a piece of not very nice to me. I'm going to sound like Trump. Okay. Then he gave me a mission. Win.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? We could have been pals.
But see,
Yeah.
the problem that you guys could solve together is that it's not that he's cleaning more houses than I am. It's that not enough houses are being cleaned.
Oh, there were so many ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because if we work together,
Yeah.
or not maybe not work together, but at least work
Of
nearby,
course.
us alongside each other, we can both.
You don't think
2-3x
Burger King
our
and
revenue.
McDonald's don't have a relationship?
Right.
For sure.
You don't think like
Dude,
Papa John's and Pizza Hut and all those
Publix-
guys? Yeah, they all have
Publix and Publix,
Publix and Winn-Dixie. Of course, they
Yeah.
have a relationship.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
I mean-
that's been something we agreed on from the very beginning, and it's been huge. for
Not
us.
just that, maybe I'm booked that day and it's a good
Correct.
customer of mine, and but I trust you
Yep. Exactly.
rather than some other guy that's gonna slice my nuts off and I'll never see that customer again.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yep.
And I've got big nuts.
Well,
So that being said, talking about big nuts, the show's going a little longer, but I also wanted to bring up a huge topic tonight before we go off, and I'm going to say that this Super Bowl Bad Bunny is probably one of the
Who is Bad Bunny?
what are they doing here? Now I know that Jay-Z is in charge of the music, and I understand that he's not huge on our current administration, but the fact is, I've got a conspiracy theory behind this, why it's happening. and I want to go around why you guys think. But I don't even know who this guy is.
I'm not well versed in this either.
I don't know who it is. I did a thing. I guess he's from Puerto Rico,
Yeah, I know who
and
he
he
is.
hates
And
ice.
he's a communist.
Okay.
He's
And-
he's a self-avowed communist.
And so here's what I don't get. Okay. Football, when I look at the football stadiums, I'm gonna say that it's not all liberals.
It's also no.
Okay.
That's fair.
I mean, there's a lot of, redneck, good old American boys
The vast
watching
majority of
football.
fans, yeah.
I had to go to Indiana 2 weeks ago. I drove up and used our Purdue seats. I've been to 2 games now in 35 years. And I'm going to tell you, I mean, outside of the student section, and you look at where our seats are, which are right in front of the club on the 50-yard line, 48-yard line, it's pretty much working, people that work and everything else. And I just sit back and go, man, why would you? They keep going with this political
mantra.
woke message thing, and I just don't see it working.
Yeah, but the NFL again.
I mean, when they
you're
took
right.
a knee,
This
and
is
I
the-
stopped, and I stopped watching. I
Who-
stopped watching when they took a knee. I
who
became a
is this
hockey
guy?
fan.
I know.
I learned.
I'm leaving here to go to my
I didn't know
Yeah, but-
anything about hockey. Okay, I'm a Southern California boy,
But
right? I grew up with a surfboard and a
Best
frickin'
sport on earth.
and
But hold on a second, Tail. There's 100 other people other than this communist who I don't even know. But
dude, you
that-
could even
that-
get Rick
Rick Springfield.
Springfield or Bruce Springsteen, which
Of course,
is
you can-
whatever. You
you
can
could
go
get the
political on
Stones.
either one of those.
You could get the Stones. You could get you could probably get
You could have Def Leppard,
Casey
and,
and the
and people
Sunshine Band.
could be using both hands to
you
air
could
drum.
get
Missing it.
who is that? Sheila E. You
Yeah.
could get the Miami
Why
Sound
would they do
Machine.
that?
Why would you bring someone so absolutely there for political reasons? Well, I'll tell you why. Here's my thought. America doesn't drink much beer anymore. The beer consumption's down. More people are turning to alternatives, possibly Mary Jane. Just calling it out there when I see it. Football sells beer. They're losing beer consumptions. You see videos of guys getting stoned in the stadiums now.
Yep.
Right? The number one drinker are Hispanics of beer. And I think they're going after that route. You're gonna think I'm
That is
crazy.
Specific.
That's an interesting theory.
I think it's more generational. I think that they've already locked in who they're going to lock in the boomer generation, Gen X, millennials.
What?
And then but Gen Z is
I just
a
sent it to
huge drop off in NFL viewership,
Mhm.
and
I can't
so
see him. You put him out.
Bad Bunny will bring new viewers who don't watch football otherwise. It's the same reason why they've hyped up women in the NFL in all their marketing for the last 15, 20 years, because they had they already got all the men. We're already watching, and they can throw political nonsense in our faces and we'll still watch because we love our team. Right. And so they're
Now the
Okay.
wives are
Okay.
part of
So hold on. I'm going to interrupt for a second. So, just got the demographic on the NFL.
Okay, hit us.
Okay. 59% men, 41% women.
Okay.
which is way up in the last 20 years.
Okay. 55 and older is the majority of the crowd. Okay. That buy season ticket holders.
Because
Okay. Because of
disposable
financial.
funds.
Okay. 77% white.
Go Bucks.
NFL ticket holders are 77% white.
Really?
70% are 75K or more higher salary.
Woo!
All right. And hold on. The majority live in rural and small towns and travel to the games,
Which means
Yeah, so
they're not
which
urban.
means
Why would
which
they
means
market
they're
to-
90% GOP out of that. So you're
Right.
you're better than half. Okay, let's say you're probably 60% conservative America, and yet they're going with
a guy wearing a
Matt-
tutu.
and I have no clue who it
Now,
is.
Well, I think
know
that's
you
different
said
for
you
the
stopped
Super Bowl,
watching.
though.
I don't watch the NFL anymore either. I just think it's bad.
And
I do.
I'm backing off of college as well because
Yeah.
of the whole.
But in general, though, the average white American male who loves football is going to watch it no matter what.
Correct.
And so why would you market to them? Because you've already got them. They're there. They're
True.
captive.
Yeah.
But so they're going to bring in people like Kendrick Lamar and Bad Bunny and all these other artists that
This
will
gives-
appeal to new demographics that they
And
don't
they're-
yet have.
And another thing is their kids now will be educating the parents of
Yeah.
who that person is, and they'll sit and watch it.
Or
with
they're
their parents.
that's a great time to go and get snacks.
Yeah.
Seriously, could
I'll
be the
watch it.
worst watched, you know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
Correct.
don't plan on
Yeah,
And then it
there's
gives-
also a buzz factor, right?
Yeah.
Like if they pick something everybody wanted,
Yeah.
who's talking about it?
Right.
You know,
wouldn't
I
be
still got to
we
say
wouldn't
the
be
best
talking.
show ever was Prince in the Rain.
he killed it. Michael
Sure.
Jackson on fire.
And those get and when Prince played and even when they brought back Dr. Dre and like those that does get the maximum eyeballs. So like if you're thinking about it that way, it does very well. But it's eyeballs that we're already watching anyways.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
They're trying to get brand new eyeballs they didn't
Yeah.
already have. I mean, I think it's a futile effort because it's these kids don't care about the NFL anyways. So
Well,
they're gonna
and
watch
do,
halftime show and then go
do
back
they
to
have the
whatever.
money? I mean, other than watching, I guess watching for
is
the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
but they don't have the money to buy the tickets.
Right.
No,
I
but
mean,
they,
maybe
they
they
can
do,
buy a
but-
T-shirt,
Yeah.
and they buy. You know,
That's more valuable than
Yeah.
buying tickets.
if they can lock a kid in like me at 7 years old, the Bucks are coming. The Bucks are coming. They have my $3,000 to $8,000 a year, whatever I spend or people spend on me for my 70 years that I'm alive. Someone's gonna buy me some Bucks shit every year, right? It's like being in love with like lighthouses, and you look around and you look around your house. You got 270 for fucking. You got lighthouse shoes. It's like seriously, guys,
that's
and
how
that's
it is with
America.
hats.
Oh yeah.
We
I
are
got-
the land of plenty here.
Hey, speaking of shoes, we got to give a shout out to Pam.
We do, and she's going to the game with me. Woohoo!
You know, so Pam at the flip flop shop there
Yep. She's
in Sun City, and man, the Hey
Have you been there?
Dudes,
I have,
Taylor.
I have not.
yeah, I bought some shoes from them.
Yeah,
I got the Ola Kai
Right there, the Hey
shirts.
Dudes.
Yep, I got my Hey Dudes there.
I got
and
my
then, I
Ufus.
got
Not
my
from her, but I have bought some from her.
my Ola Kais when I went to Europe,
Fuck, dude.
and
I didn't see.
Sponsor.
pardon me.
Nothing. He's just telling me where
Oh.
he's bought his. Hey, dudes.
what
Over at
I,
Flip
what I
Flop
liked
Shop.
most about going in there was like I don't think I had my first foot in the door yet. And hi,
I know.
Yeah.
I know
like, now
owner
this is what I'm talking
owner
about.
operated, right?
Skin in
And
the
You go to
game.
and
You go to-
she
you go to
is,
anywhere else, and they're like, "What are you doing here?"
and I'm like laughing. I'm ready. I'm so ready for
close.
my truck to come back because then I'm going to buy. She's got those cool yellow margarita glasses, and I think those are going to be perfect for tailgating on the truck.
I was also going to go over one more thing that we can call the show. Taylor and I used to do a rundown of things, good restaurants, top 10 things like that. So I tripped over this article, and I don't know if you young kids can relate to this, but this was a list of foods that got you through when you were broke as fuck.
Oh, let me write these down.
All right.
Okay, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese.
I'm gonna need some
Mac
of
and
these
cheese.
right
10 for a
Hold on,
dollar
hold on.
at the military commissary with my grandfather.
We stepped it up a little. Mac
Okay.
and cheese with
Powdered milk.
hot dogs.
Okay.
That's how you spiced it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah,
okay?
yeah. But no, I was so poor in college
Ram it.
that I couldn't afford regular milk. So I could get a big box of the generic powdered milk at we'd go to the army base
Nice.
with my grandfather would take me to the army base. It was 10 for a dollar.
Fucking cow was milked
And,
in like 1810.
And there was no butter. You know, I got that big like
Country crock.
country
Yeah.
crock,
Fucking
you know, for
scoop.
like
Generic
79
country
cents,
crock. Yeah.
you know.
Now it's $4. That was my next
Yeah.
topic. Things that have gone up and things that have gone down.
Oh.
All right, so here's another one for you. Hamburger Helper.
Yep.
So we make our own. And actually I'm thinking I'm going to do that next week.
All right,
I'm going to
cool.
make homemade hamburger helper.
We have dinner here every night before the show. And if you're a guest and you'd like to be a guest, reach out to myself, Joanne, Teo.
Show up a little early,
show
I'll
up a
feed
little
you.
early. All right, let me pull another one that everyone loved. Meatloaf.
Man, you're naming all the things.
Oh, okay, so
Meatloaf?
you know the
this guy
problem is
still eats this stuff.
Yeah, I made meatloaf.
Hey, hold on. hold on. The problem with
Damn.
meatloaf is
Been in my
it's
pantry.
freaking, dude. It's expensive.
Yeah, it's $5 a pound for ground beef.
I'm like,
now.
what the hell?
It's
That's
no joke.
in my mind. Ground beef should still be 99 cents a
Oh,
pound.
$1.29, $1.79 for lean.
It was 99 cents.
Yeah,
for 20 freaking years, and then it was like
it went up
$1.29,
400 fucking percent.
and all of a sudden it's like $5. And you can actually go and buy like Top Round or Eye of Round and stuff like that
Yeah,
on
grind it
sale
yourself.
and grind it yourself in the Ninja
it.
food processor. And
Shout out to Ninja.
I've admitted I have done that because I'm too cheap to buy grated cheese, so I buy the blocks and grate it myself.
Here's
It's better
another one.
anyways. The grated cheese has like a coating on it.
Well, so
Yeah.
it's funny. So I was in Switzerland for 3 weeks, and you can't buy. It was really bizarre because we were talking about the tariffs, and the big problem is Switzerland won't buy American food, and that's a huge problem with the tariffs. But the problem is our food is illegal. You can't buy our
Put
sodas
those Doritos
there.
down, busted.
It has
What are you
all
in for?
you
Tasty
can't-
cake.
You can't buy Pop
Tasty
Tarts. You
cake.
can't buy.
They're probably right.
You
That's
can't.
Probably a good thing.
You can't buy Captain Crunch, right? You can't buy you can't buy
Two
like
years
Sara Lee
ago.
bread or any of that
You're
kind
in
of stuff.
for fucking 2
You-
years
you-
for
you-
a tasty cake.
But so like we would
The good news
go,
is it's not
we
food, so-
we go and we buy. We're like, oh, we're gonna have some of that cheese, and they cut it right off the block, and then they got the big stainless steel thing from like my grandparents' era for the grater, and they put it in, yeah,
Nice.
and it
so
comes out
good.
grated,
Oh my
and it's awesome.
And then they go, that'll
because
be
there's no
17 fucking
preservatives.
euro.
Yeah.
But the grated cheese that we have
that slice.
has all that extra crap in there.
Oh, there's wood pulp in our shit.
Oh,
my
man.
god.
Plastic. Well, I showed you the thing on the hurricane. So we have another house, and Hurricane Matthew, we had no power for 2 weeks out on the island, and I wanted to kill my parents for leaving food in the freezer, chicken and scallops and shrimp, because that melted, and they had Orange Dream ice cream from Winn-Dixie,
Now we're talking.
and it still had, and I'm like, I got those big rubber gloves, up there,
Big fucking
and-
black PVC
oh,
medical
dude,
gloves.
I lost my lunch like 3
Stupid.
times trying to clean out the goop out of there, and I go to grab this box of ice cream, this half gallon of ice cream or whatever it is, in the box, and it's like solid.
Still good.
Looks still good.
It had the scoops in. It was 100 degrees for 2 weeks, and it still has the scoops
floating.
in the deal. It's got to be like pure plastic.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Let's get back on topic here.
So good. Jeez.
All right, a frozen pizza. Just knocking down a frozen pizza
Oh,
for
yeah.
dinner.
You haven't missed one yet.
Grilled cheese with
Had that
soup.
yesterday.
Grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Just-
I did that 2 weeks ago.
There you
Basically
go.
Just had that.
And most importantly, the Sloppy Joe Manwich sandwich.
Dude, we make those all the time.
Yeah.
There you go.
You
Those are
gotta pay my
meals
weekly
For
menu.
sure.
that got us through rather than these crazy foo meals that we have all the time.
Yeah.
So we talked about Bad
Nothing
Bunny.
wrong with those meals, by the way.
Nah, I eat like a third grader all the
Dude,
time, bro.
we still do.
Mac and cheese. What was that?
Man.
And yeah, hot dogs.
I'm
Eggs and
hungry
hot
now.
dogs too.
I'm hungry
Yeah,
now.
man. So I think that's about it for tonight, guys. I hope you had a good time.
Dude, it was amazing.
It's
Thank you for
fantastic.
having us.
Blessed.
And if you can use their services, call them out again. What do you tell everyone we do real quick, Taylor?
Yeah, we're Real Tampa Bay Media.
You're not Taylor, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Andrew.
Sorry, yes. Real Tampa Bay Media. If you need any media services for your real estate properties, developments, hotels, anything like that, shoot it. Yeah. Yeah. Local businesses. If you guys want any video content, social media.
Private video. Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
Listen, we got to eat.
I
Hey,
draw the
we-
line.
you
there.
know-
We got to
Taylor
eat the
won't.
meatloaf.
Hey, it's the oldest profession. You know, it's in the Bible. It's got to be good.
Hey, and when
Is
you're
beef
driving
guilty
around,
with
don't
owning
be
a
a jerk.
prostitution?
If
Oh,
if-
that
if-
reminds
if you,
me.
If you want to pull out in front of the crowd onto Apollo Beach Boulevard from Starbucks or
Please say
Dunkin'
it.
Donuts,
Teo,
hit
please
the
say it.
gas and don't be a shitty person
love that
today.
shit.
If you want one of these shirts, you can go down to the co-op. All the proceeds go to the co-op. We have all different sizes, all little witty phrases on the back. We've got one with Captain Teo approved. him smoking a cigar with the wind blowing in his hair. And they're only $20 over there. All the proceeds go to the co-op to keep them around.
And-
The co-op
and
is
hey-
a great place to go to.
Yeah, I'm headed there tomorrow. Pick up vegetables and stuff like
vegetables,
that. It's
$20 goes a long way there. $20 is $20. You saw what
Yep.
Carlin did for $20. All right. So in the meanwhile, one last topic I want to mention there,
Okay.
and then we'll run this thing out and kill this dead horse.
Yep.
Things that have gone up in price and things that have gone down in price.
Things have gone down in price.
Entertainment, streaming, and movies, and like pretty much
I'd
free
argue-
TV.
I'd
There's a
argue
lot of
that
free
that's-
TV.
I'll argue
I
that.
don't even
I'll
know
argue
saying
that.
much.
No,
I'll argue
No,
that.
what I'm saying is that you can literally live off free TV
Oh,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's but
Yeah.
before,
Black markets.
Before-
Yeah, black market. Yeah.
no, but 10 years ago,
Yeah.
you had to have some Wi-Fi has taken over that.
Yeah.
So that is
And,
definitely going
and
down
actually,
We're
internet,
talking black market.
quality internet has come down in
significantly.
price. You know,
I got one
Eggs
that's
have gone down in price.
gone up.
We're doing now. We're
Down.
doing down now,
Oh, okay.
and then we'll go up. I promise.
technology in general.
Yeah.
My
it
my
gets cheaper,
first
yeah.
computer,
Yeah. TVs.
which was a 286, was
fucking $3,000.
dude, it was $3,000.
I know.
and it was black and white.
Joanne, when I met her, I
And,
spent like
uh,
$2,000 on a fucking computer. I think the clock speed was like 60.
Yeah, and then TVs. That's the other. We were laughing. My buddy,
TVs have
my
gone
buddy,
down.
they just built their dream house, and I was up with that, and he's like laughing. I'm like, dude, you have a 58-inch TV in your den. He goes, $200 at Sam's Club.
Oh
I had
yeah,
to buy 3 of them. There's one in every room.
yeah.
It's like, they were like,
85-inch
they were-
TV,
they're like-
$599.
BOGO.
they're oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're like $200. He's like, oh, I'm buying a bunch of them because when the grandkids break one, I'm just pulling another one
Yeah,
out.
we were putting a TV out on the lanai, and I was looking into like weatherproof TVs.
Oh, screw that, dude.
Thousands of dollars. And I'm like, wait a minute. If I just buy
Every 3 years, toss it.
TV and just toss it every 3
Yeah.
years, I'm good.
Or what you
Yep.
do is you move it around from your house. You get
Yeah.
the shittiest one in
Just
your
rotate
house
'em.
and rotate them.
That's what we did. We did when the one caught fire
Stay
in
on
the
top of
bar in the rain
There we go. Houses
Took it
have
from the
gone.
bedroom.
Houses have gone down in price.
in the last 6 months. Yeah.
houses have gone down in price, and
Thank
also
you, thank you, Milton and Helene.
Yeah. What's the
and gas prices have gone
what's
down.
our time period for the?
Yeah, yeah.
for the
Well,
price?
we'll have Joanne do a roundup on that. Now, things that have gone up in price:
Cars.
parts and accessories in cars. All three of us.
Jesus.
If you let's say I needed a knob for that pinball machine, it used to be like $3. It's fucking $19.95 now plus $10 shipping. Why? Fuck you. That's why. I mean, when you look at
Yeah.
things up, and I bought a cover
can.
for my Jeep when I first got my Jeep. It didn't have the original cover. I think I spent $28 for it, whatever, $32. It's now sunburned because if you live in beautiful Apollo Beach, South Shore, everything you have outside will get sun scorched. Doesn't matter.
Convertible top. I
Co-
just put a convertible top on the Mercedes convertible. It was
Your shit's getting cooked.
it was
here.
$2,000. 10 years ago, I put a brand new full canvas glass window on my VW Cabrio, and it was $682.
Okay.
And it's just
Things,
and the carpet for the
interior carpet.
interior carpet for the Mercedes is $800.
Yeah, buy a generic priest at that point.
Yeah.
But things like that, when they have you over a hump, you're getting boned. Like if this connector broke,
I feel like not only the price is going up, but the quality's going down too.
it's the least acceptable quality of product. If you twist it one little extra bit, it snaps.
The crazy part, so paint. Let's talk about paint for a second.
Oh
We
my
talked about
gosh.
that. So paint for my truck,
Paint.
car paint, right? So I bought primer, sealer, and the color and the clear. $1,200.
Even home paint.
And home paint is
Used to get $9, $12 a gallon. Now
it's 60 some dollars.
$38 plus you have to pay for the tint. What
Yeah.
color do you want? I want white. Oh, that's $45. We've got a tinted white.
Yeah, it's about
It's
a
like,
good
what
a good
what?
quality paint is about $60 a
A
gallon.
gallon. Move at that
You know,
point.
280
What were
bucks
you
for a
talking
5 gallon
about?
pail.
What's going on?
I was gonna say real estate, but I don't know our time frame
yeah,
here.
that's why I said
so
this time period.
yeah.
is-
Well, we're just saying in general.
yeah.
But
'cause-
technology has gone down. Computers, obviously.
sure.
But
Software.
food is going up. There's
Yeah.
certain
How
food
about-
that's
how
going
about
up.
race to the
How
bottom.
about tickets to stuff?
Holy entertainment
Oh.
is the let the boning begin.
yeah.
And the surcharges.
Right.
Well, again, you
lot of
have
it's
your
third-
local fee, you
third
have
party
your local
sellers, too.
tax, your sales tax, you have your visitor tax, you have your entertainment tax, you have your burlesque fee.
In
Taxes are
Florida,
going up.
the taxes on entertainment are going to go up, but it's going to replace your real estate tax.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, did you
Hope
see
so.
he
Yeah, I'm all
he
for- I'm all for
drafted?
consumption taxes over just
Yeah,
Oh, consumption tax all day long.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
pays.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
If,
know-
if I don't want to pay the tax, I just won't buy that.
I won't
thing.
buy it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and not just that. I mean,
like
there's
that.
a lot of
Like,
things
Don't
that,
tax me for existing.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, it's like paying for cable stations that you don't fucking use.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need
More like
Univision.
European. In Europe, you pay the tax up front, a certain percentage,
Mhm.
Yep.
and
Well,
that's it.
That's
You don't pay real estate tax in Europe. You
Mhm.
pay it
we
upfront.
looked at that house in France in Alsace,
Yes, in France.
and
Looked at Italy.
beautiful home in the valley, incredible view,
Oh my God. Wow.
100-year-old house, and the yearly cost to keep it with property insurance and taxes is $800.
It's dick.
Wow.
However, the amount of
Now, if you go to
heating oil you're gonna
Switzerland,
need-
well, they all have big wood burning stoves and they have massive stacks of firewood all around.
burn everything.
But then in Switzerland,
fire.
it's like 20 grand. You know,
Everything's so crazy. When-
I was just glad we got the house in Minneapolis sold.
there you go.
$34,000 a year.
So we want to thank
taxes.
everybody for watching again, and you guys for coming in.
Of
Yeah.
course. Thanks for
And-
having us.
Our pleasure. We hope you come back soon, and hopefully you guys do well with your business. Reach out to them.
We'd like to get some info on your
Underwater
if you
basket.
got a
weaving.
little ad or whatever. We want to show it
Sure.
because I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, they do great work.
Love that.
And next week we have April with us, she does aesthetics and facials, and she opened a place here.
Oh, that's my dog.
And
That's my neighbor.
right, April,
Yeah.
she's cool.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she actually
Yeah.
funny
Go
story.
support her business. She's great.
Yeah,
So
she-
do we have a part opening? Because I want to talk about the Mothers of Veteran Suicide.
Oh,
we
yeah,
have a
we got-
we have a
we got-
big event
we
coming.
got time for them.
So
So I
we'll
bought
see
my-
if they can call in. Yeah.
I remember I bought this brand new piece of equipment. It was state of the art, brand new. We bring it into her house, we turn it on, and it's broke. She was our first house. That was our first walk behind. We started the floors. She was cool. We got it working about a week later. We came back in. She had no problem with us, and she understood. I had like a brand new Cadillac broken in her living room. So she's great, and she's got a great business here. I'm not just saying that. She's been doing it for years. And I got a lot of questions for her. And believe it or not, I'm going to bring up a topic that you're near and dear to your heart, that she can maybe clarify some things too about what happened during some certain times.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
that being said, we appreciate you guys watching us. Please watch us on YouTube. Check out our crazy rock and roll show on Monday nights with AJ Slick and Howard the Unknown Drummer. I have no idea who he is. I want to thank Captain Teo, our guests, and most importantly, you, the people that wasted your time watching this show.
Absolutely.
And we want to thank our beautiful hostess here, Joanne Duran from
Yes, thank
JD Coaching, from Tampa Bay Sports Entertainment, and from my wife of over 30 years that I'm proud of. Take care, everyone. Have a good night and good morning. Don't be a shitty person today or any day, please. Wait till like 11.
South Shore, where the sun shines, golf carts roam, and accidents happen. But your roof, that should be the least of your worries. Steadfast Roofing brings you the best roofing systems, providing you protection even against the toughest storms. For a roof that stands strong through anything, choose Steadfast. Get the protection you deserve. Call now for your